Hey guys, welcome back with another one where I play on this new map Half a Titan's Drop called Riparia and play as a new playable Tylosaurus. Not gonna waste much time, I just want to show you how it went for me. And let's get into the video. For a quick tutorial cave run, I made my way into the world. I spawned in the tall brush coast. It was pretty straightforward when it came to questing. The only problem was I had to actually figure out where the quests were, as I realized later on that stuff like starfish spawned on rocks I had no clue were there in the first place. But aside from that, it was pretty easy to adapt to how Riparia is when it comes to questing compared to Gondola, and I quickly got to work through my juvenile age. Most of my juvenile's life was pretty easy. All I did was hunt some small critters, go after some quests, go to the quest giver, visit the waystone, pretty basic stuff. The one thing I'll say that was a bit interesting is that I got into a small skirmish with one of those dolphin creatures. I forgot their names. I think it started like Iraniasaurus or something like that. I think I got it right. Anyways, aside from that, it was pretty chill, and I made my way to the home cave.
By the time I hit the home cave, it was time to add some abilities to my arsenal. But I'm gonna do it a little bit different than how most Tylos would go about it. See, there's like 3 different builds you can go with Tylo right now in the game, and I didn't like all of them in their own right, just specifically going into one. So I did a hybrid build combining aspects of each of them: crush, torpedo, and grab. This allowed me to survive easier and for the better as I grew into adolescence. As you'll see, it really paid off in the long run when going against this next challenge in my life.
That challenge being having to 1v2 and clutch against two Tylos my size. With the new abilities and literally no experience using them, I just had to go head first and use a small strategy of using crushing bite and dodging to get the win.
As you can see, I was victorious, and I really didn't think I was going to survive at this point in the thing. To be honest, I thought that was going to be the game over right there. But managed to stay on and win the 1v2. After that, I was attacked by a Tylosaurus that was fully grown, and I almost thought it was going to be game over. It landed some pretty good hits and did a lot of damage in literally a single bite, even getting a bone break on me at one point. And it also grabbed me at one point too, so I thought I was a true goner. However, the, the thing that saved me was the dangerous critter I was going to at the time, as it spawned in as we were fighting, and it attacked the adult Tylosaurus, allowing me to slip away and escape.
Oh, I need to do the straight one. W stall. Keep skedaddling. No! Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Yep. Oh my god. Okay. Yep. I'm gone.
I indeed came back to eat the body after the Tylosaurus had left, as that was a free meal and I was not going to patch it up. I made my way back to the reef I came from, where there was a ton of kelp and a lot of things to quest on, where I also met this small little Tylosaurus that hanged around me for a little bit. Then I went to the home cave where I equipped the wide gape and the acoustic debilitation ability respectively onto my build. This made me a bit of a menace later on, as it allowed me to stun, grab, crunch, and dodge out of enemy attacks.
Shortly after traveling, when I went into the freshwater rivers nearby, I saw a titan and a concavenator fighting, so I wait for the right moment to lunge out and grab both of them. But luckily, the concavenator was AFK or something happened to it, so I took care of the titan no problem. Next, a Hatzegopteryx came into the water trying to eat, I guess, and I guess it didn't see me because I joined the dinner plan right after. Oh, I'm generally surprised that I managed to snag both a random Tyranititan and a Hatz that just joined in, I guess. Why is he just sitting here? Like, really?
By the time I got back to the open ocean, I started stalking another Tylosaurus in the area. I'm not the biggest fan of cannibalism, but in this circumstance, I wanted to try it out as most likely most of the water right now was infested with Tylosaurus, so I might as well cut back on the population. The stalking was pretty easy as I used bushes and the depths below and counter shading for my skin to easily get close enough to get within striking range. With this kill, I am now fully confident that I'm ready for adulthood to come, as I'm literally almost there, and I'm ready for any future events that may come across this Tylosaurus in the future. However, it wasn't as easy as I thought, as whether it was the same Tylo or not, another one was back and ready to fight, so I was getting ready for round 2.
Double kill. And with that final victory, that practically concludes how my Tylo's trip to adulthood went. Pretty simple, a few fights here and there, just the works for a Tylosaurus. One thing I have to say is that this new mic came a lot in handy. Like a lot. I loved it a lot using it. And I hope to use it in the future if you guys like it or not. Put that in the comments, by the way. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy holidays. Goodbye.